Welcome aboard. After years cruising the North Pacific, we are embarking on a journey south to warmer waters. This is our story day by day as we explore Mexico's beautiful Baja coast. Come along and experience daily cruising life as we do.
Good morning, everyone, on this warm, really calm morning. Just taking care of stuff to get to up the anchor and be on our way to Cabo San Lucas. And I've been asked sometimes about our by a couple people about our artwork here, our cool salmon fish thing that an artist in LaConner, Washington made, and a glass bowl here, and a little candle there, and the clock there, and the lamp, and the cat tree, and the cat tree and the clock are actually screwed down, and the other stuff is held down by museum putty. The lamp is, both our lamps in the salon are screwed down as well. But anyway, we use museum putty. Rosie does really, to keep all that stuff in place so it doesn't move around while we're cruising. And then Rosie's up here. She put it away. I'm too late.
What?
She made a batch of coleslaw.
Ah.
You know, it's been a couple weeks since we've done any provisioning, but we had a little bit of cabbage left, so we made some coleslaw for our passage. We've got great conditions, and so we're just about a half hour or so from upping the anchor and being on our way.
All right. I think they know something is up. Barkley's been sitting here for a little bit now, and Blake has been hanging out on the back deck, but he's decided it's time to come up front and claim his spot. We're just getting ready to fire up engines. Yay, let's get this anchor up. It's been a whole week. We can't believe we've been here a whole week, 7 days. So that's kind of cool, kind of novel for us, but there you go. Slowly heading out of town. Check out this expedition boat, it looks like, that came in. Actually, on AIS it says it's an older fire boat. Firefighting boat? Something like that. Anyway, heading out of town, kind of fun. Off to the next adventure.
As we cruise toward the entrance of Bahia Magdalena, and hopefully kind of passing where the whales are, close to slack tide. Yeah, we're hoping, anyway. So you guys, you've seen the pilot house a lot in Sea Venture, and know it just about as well as I do. But I thought I'd just real quickly go over actually every little item that's in here, so you could see what's all here. So we'll start by going across the top here. It's real easy. VHF radio, our Furuno GP32 gives us our miles traveled, power, speed over ground, and current course over ground all the time. Iridium Go, weather station that you get to see all the time, windshield wiper motor, fan, the thingy-majiggy that says whether you're rolling, what's it called? I know what it's called, so you don't need to tell me in the comments. I just can't think of it right now. Sorry. Another windshield wiper motor, another fan, another windshield wiper motor, CO2 detector. And then if we go across the bottom here, we've got the Garmin InReach. If you go to our website and click on the Where in the World is Sea Venture right now, this is the guy that's sending out a signal every 10 minutes around the clock, giving our position. The Starlink unit, the batteries that stay in the charger for our headphones, the Dell computer 30-inch touchscreen for our main navigation. The Furuno 72-mile radar also has navigation in it. Under here we keep our laptop, that is the ship's log. Across the top here, the Wagner autopilot number 2, obviously binoculars, actual compass, the SciTech radar 16-mile radar number 2, depth sounder with water temperature, main depth sounder with sonar, ComNav, autopilot, iPad, remote control for the autopilot, rudder indicator showing where the rudder is, the joystick that I actually steer with instead of the wheel, the transmission and throttles. It's a combined unit on Sea Venture, the basic gauges for everything. In case you're wondering, these lights here come on when any of the primary bilge pumps come on. The red one also has an audible alarm, which is a high water alarm. And then if we drop below, the wheel that looks really cool but we hardly ever use. Raycor fuel water separators for the two engines and the generator in the middle. The generator panel. Xantrex electrical meter. We can go look in the back, but I can glance at this up here in the pilot house and see our charging state. Our air horn for when I want to sound like a train's coming. Little USB port, standard horn. Automatic fire extinguishing system in the engine. Windshield wiper controls for the 3 wiper motors. Radio. And way down over here, this is the remote control for that Wagner autopilot, the second autopilot, and the cord for the autopilot that's up here for the ComNav. And I think that makes up our entire pilot house.
Fish boats, and the birds think they're pretty special. We're at the entrance to Magdalena Bay, and the water is remarkably calm out here. We're starting to see a few more whales, so that's kind of fun. They're a little bit in the distance, and way out in the distance, we have a ways to go, but we'll be going past them shortly, are all the pangas doing the tours. And we're close to slack tide, so that's kind of fun too. We'll see if maybe we get just one more bonus shot at some whales. Oh, and we're just seeing a lovely whale right now. Gave us a pretty tail. Nice job, bud. We're just clearing the entrance to Mag Bay and working on heading south. Let's take a look outside. We have great sea conditions out here. A little swelly, but that's just fine. We are going to make another turn to port here in a little bit and get it more on our stern. But look at these mountains. This is Point Redonda, the south end of Mag Bay entrance. And we've got some nice high peaks on the horizon down there.
Cruising along, left Magdalena Bay a couple hours ago, headed down the coast. We don't change course again for 20 hours, 21 hours, till we're an hour outside of Cabo. So paravanes are not in the water. I know you can never see it very well on camera. But the swell is about, I think as predicted, about 3 feet on 12 seconds or 10 seconds. Coming over the starboard quarter on the starboard side toward the stern. We're rolling up to 10 degrees each way.
Oh, we're doing more than that sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. Most of the time we're spinning under 5, but it touches 10 and a couple times it's gone over. But, and we're averaging 6.7 knots. So we'll do a little experiment. I think we're going to go ahead and throttle back to idle and put the paravanes in the water because we can. And, you know, that's what we're not in a hurry. So make it a little more comfortable for us and Blake here and Barkley, because you can see how stressed they are. So
Blake just won't leave the helm chair, whether someone's in it or not.
no, he don't want to leave the helm chair. So Yeah, let's go put the paravanes in the water and we'll see how it impacts the roll and our speed.
We've had the fish in the water for a few minutes now, and we are rolling no more than 5 degrees. Our maximum has been 5 degrees. Oh, I wonder if that was just a smidgen more. Oh, there's 7. 7 degrees is our max, but we're actually sitting around 2 or 3 degrees roll, and then our speed was 6.7 before. Now we're sitting right at 6.2, so half a knot.
They're much bigger than the white-sided dolphins, Rose, I think. Can you see him? For a moment he was resting his tail. I think he's resting his tail up, touching his tail against the bulbous bow.
Where is the shot? Oh, just on my screen.
Comes another one.
They are big. Oh, I never get tired of it. Ooh, rainbow. The color of the water too. It's getting a bluery blue.
Yeah.
And you can see them pretty easily, so that's really nice.
Where's your phone?
Inside. Here's an overview of the chart. We were anchored here in in the bay. We cruised up the east side of this island, exited where we saw the whales, and now we've been cruising up the outside of Margarita Island, and now we're just approaching the end of Magdalena Bay. So this bay is, we talked earlier about the size of San Francisco Bay, and now we're getting to the southern end of it. There's a somewhat sketchy exit here. The charts say not to use it. And then after this point, the land will fall away and we'll continue on. So the land falls away here and we continue on until we get close to Cabo. So that's a nice long no waypoint change stretch to that'll carry us through the night and into tomorrow, midday probably. And out the window, here is Isla Margarita. Let's zoom in a little bit. Of course, paravane poles are right there, but here you go. And right up here is the point in the end of the island.
Just after 5 p.m. Kind of standard procedure on Sea Venture. No drama at sea to report yet. Maybe it's coming. No course change expected for the next 18 hours. Wind is running about 8 knots off the starboard quarter, but very little impact on our cruising, really none. Rosie's taking a nap. I'm just relaxing in the pilot house, enjoying the beautiful afternoon, now an early evening.
It's 6 p.m. Look like we haven't really gotten anywhere from the point of the south end of Magdalena Bay, but I'm sure we've made some progress. Like I said, it's been a couple hours. The sun is getting close to ready to set pretty quick here, and I'm taking over my shift, or taking over a shift now. I thought I'd just show you what everyone's up to. The cats have now decided it's okay to move after all, especially since we're going to go for a while. So Barkley is trying to coerce someone into playing with him, and he has his toys everywhere. And Jim's back here keeping Blake company because Blake decided sitting back here was a pretty good spot. So that's news.
Working hard. It's like 50, right? This is cruising down the coast.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Look at that, sun's almost setting.
That's beautiful looking out, man.
It's about 8 p.m. Jim got up a little bit ago and decided to make some dinner for us. So tell us, sir, what we've got.
All plated up, some yellowfin tuna, compliments of a sailboat. Rosie's coleslaw she made earlier, and leftover spaghetti noodles sauteed in copious amounts of butter.
Sounds good.
Simple and easy, just a quick little something to eat here tonight as we cruise on in the pitch black.
Yeah, it's just a whole lot of dark. A whole lot of dark out here. So we're gonna have some good hot food.
MVC Venture, 8:15, bridge report. Disaster almost at sea. That's our YouTube cover photo.
Disaster at sea.
Disaster at sea.
Suburban.
Sea Venture has near collision with
Very large.
probably cruise ship. Three, 6, 9, 12, 14 miles off our starboard side. That's our near miss. First ship we've seen. First boat we've seen.
In all of the night passages coming from Ensenada.
Yeah. First time I think we've seen a boat at night since Ensenada, right?
Exactly.
Oh,
I know. Kind of exciting.
it's very exciting.
It's very exciting that it's really far away, too. So we really don't need to worry about it.
Late evening, about 9:15 p.m. report. I do turn on the red lights in the pilot house so you can see a little bit better. I normally don't have them on. Causes a lot of reflection in the glass, but it doesn't matter because there's nothing to see out the window anyway. Nothing on the 6-mile radar. Nothing on the 12-mile radar. If we actually want to see in front of the boat, go to the FLIR camera. Nothing to see. Can check the wind. 5 knots.
Good morning. It is just about midnight, and so I thought it's time for an updated report. We have about 82 miles to go, so we're well over halfway. I think it was about 177 or so miles total. The moon has come up, and so it is much brighter out. We're sitting on average about 6.2 knots still, just plugging along. So that's going well. Jim did an engine room check a couple hours ago. The wind is staying pretty calm, just a few miles, 3, 4, 5. So that's good. Probably the biggest change is that we have a bright moon out, so we have a little bit of a horizon. And we have, like our last night passage, some freeloaders on the paravane poles.
They have long bills, long tails. They're big.
Maybe that'll focus.